Welcome to the show, folks. I'm here with the one and only Jordan Peterson. It's great to have you on.
Thanks for having me on, Joe. It's truly great to be back on this podcast.
Certainly. So, is there any particular subject you'd like to discuss today, Jordan?
Well, actually, there is. You see, there's something that's been on my mind lately. I know this is going to sound a little bit out of the ordinary, but I believe that we humans should be able to communicate with our armpits.
Really? That's an absurd statement.
Are you a clinical psychologist, an expert on human behavior?
Well, I
Didn't think so, so shut your japper and let me speak. Look, language is a fundamental aspect of human communication, and I believe that the more ways we have to communicate, the better. Imagine being able to communicate with someone simply by raising your arm and speaking with your armpit. It could revolutionize the way we interact with each other.
Look, I don't understand why you came up with this analogy, but I will for your sake, since you're my friend, entertain the idea that this would be possible. Wouldn't talking with your armpit be gross?
I can understand why you might think that, Joe, but really, is it any grosser than talking with your mouth? We all have bodily functions and fluids that some might consider gross, but they're just a natural part of being human. And if we can use them to enhance our ability to communicate, why not?
How would this even work? How could we develop the ability to talk with our armpits?
Well, Joe, I believe that it's all about training the muscles and developing a new neural pathway. Just as we learn to speak with our mouths by practicing and repeating sounds, we could train our armpits to make specific noises that correspond to different words and phrases.
But what about hygiene? Wouldn't talking with our armpits lead to more sweating and odor?
Again, I can see why you might think that, Joe. But really, it's no different than any other part of our body. We can take measures to maintain proper hygiene and cleanliness, just as we do with our mouths and teeth.
So any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Just that I believe in the power of human innovation and creativity. Who knows what other amazing abilities we might be able to develop in the future? The possibilities are endless. And also, I've been working on a new book, The Armpit Manifesto, Why Talking with Your Body is the Next Evolutionary Step. Make sure to check that out when it hits the shelves in a few months.
Oh, you're actually writing a book on this?
That's right, Joe. I'm hoping to inspire others to embrace this possibility and think creatively about the future of human communication.
Right. Well, thank you, Jordan, for coming on the podcast once again.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.